of Tales.
Once upon a time, there lived an old woman close to a jungle. She was an expert in Ayurveda and knew each and every herb of the jungle. But when her two children were killed and eaten by a lion many years ago, she never had the courage to go towards the jungle again. She stopped practicing Ayurveda and started making her living by giving food and tea to travelers. Once, during winters, due to extreme cold, no traveler had stopped by for many days, and the old woman had not made any money. She didn't have anything left in her house to eat or feed others. One day, she was sitting in her house late at night, moaning with hunger, when suddenly there was a knock on her door. She opened the door and saw a young man standing in front of her, looking hassled. Upon asking, the young man told her that he was a hunter who lived in the jungle with his family. "My daughter is really sick. She needs some medicine right away, or she might not live to see another day. Please help me," said the hunter. "But I don't have any medicine," replied the old woman. "It is very late in the night. I don't know where else to go," continued the hunter. The old woman thought for a while and said, "If you get me some herbs from the jungle, I can make you some medicine that can help your daughter get some relief. It will take very long for me to go to the jungle and bring the herbs to you and then go back again. I am afraid it will be too late by then. Why don't you come with me?" said the hunter. The old woman got terrified at the thought of going to the jungle. "I never go to the jungle. The jungle took away my family," the old woman snapped. The man was in complete distress. He started to cry and pleaded the woman for help. Eventually, he gave up and he turned around to leave, feeling completely helpless. The old woman's heart melted. "Stop! Okay, I'll come with you." The hunter looked hopeful and they left quickly. On the way, the woman plucked some herbs from the jungle to make his daughter some herbal medicine. When they reached his house, the old woman quickly crushed the herbs and made the medicine by mixing the herbs in the right proportion and fed the little girl. By morning, the girl felt much better. The hunter's family thanked the old woman. The old woman was very scared to go back alone as she had to cross the jungle again, but she didn't say anything to the troubled family in their time of misery and she left alone. She kept shivering with fear and crying while walking through the jungle. Suddenly, a ferocious-looking lion came across the old woman. She froze. Her worst fear had come true. The lion started approaching her. As the lion was about to pounce on her, she closed her eyes. To her complete surprise, when she opened her eyes, the lion was lying dead in front of her. She looked around and saw the same hunter standing behind her. The hunter had followed the old woman to make sure she reached home safely. The old woman finally managed to reach her shack. She thanked the hunter for helping her reach safely. When she reached home, she realized she still did not have anything to eat. Somehow, she managed to put herself to sleep. She got up in the morning feeling hungry and helpless. Just then, there was a knock on her door. The old woman was hesitant to open the door, thinking a traveler might have stopped by. But now she had nothing left to feed anyone. She got up and opened her door. When she opened her door, she saw the same hunter's family whom she had helped last night standing in front of her with sacks on their backs. One of the sacks contained fruits from the forest, and the rest of the sacks had many herbs and leaves from the forest. "We got these for you. Your medicine was very effective. It saved our daughter's life. If you make more, it can help many people recover from an illness," said the hunter to the old woman. The old woman began crying with happiness and thanked the hunter's family. From that day onwards, the old woman started making Ayurveda medicines again, and the hunter and his family helped her by getting all the herbs from the jungle. They also went to all the nearby villages to sell her medicine. Soon, people from far off places started coming to the old woman to get a cure for their illness. Soon, both the hunter's family and the old woman started to make a good living. The old woman was never hungry again, and the hunter's family was never out of medicine again. And they all lived happily ever after.